What up guys, ThatzNOTmetal983 here. Here bringing you updates and purchases number 29. And I know it's been over 3 months since we last updates and purchases, and I deeply apologise for that. I know people's been asking about it and stuff. But here's a new one for you. I've got a few bits and pieces to showcase for you, a couple of patches, some clothing, should we just say, and some CDs. So we've got a few bits to get through. No real updates on the horizon except for I got a new amp lately, which I'm really happy with. There's only a few little bits and pieces that I want to add to my stack that I've got, and then I'll be able to showcase it in a video, so keep an eye out for that. It'll come very soon. But yeah, let's get on with things. First thing we're going to showcase is a couple of patches that I've got right here, so let's get straight on with it. Got one of Cattle Decapitation, another cattle patch, which I'm going to hopefully stick on me third jacket, which I'm hopefully going to be working on in the upcoming future, so we'll see what happens. Also got a Cataclysm patch. Love Cataclysm, so might as well. Next one, Scar Symmetry. As you know, I love Christian Alvstead, probably my favourite vocalist of all times, so I had to get a patch of one of his bands, so I'm really happy about that. Next two of the same band, but the first one is obviously a classic album in metal. Whether you like it or not, you can't disregard the fact that it's an absolute classic. I'm talking about Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory. Amazing album if you ask me. This is probably going to be going on my third jacket, but we'll see what happens. I might even stick it on my second jacket, but we'll see what happens. But this one, more than likely, is definitely going on me second jacket. I've got a couple of patches on me second jacket, but yeah, they're on there, so I can't really showcase, and I want to showcase the jacket in a separate video all on its own, so that'll come in the upcoming future. I got this one. This one's going to be definitely going on there. Yeah, definitely. I'm talking about the Linkin Park strip patch. As you know, well, you may not know, I think when it comes to a battle jacket, you've got to have at least 1 or 2 patches on there that features like a kind of controversial kind of band, or a band that kind of showcases your diversity, like from one side of the spectrum to the other. Like, there's a lot of death metal and stuff on me new battle jacket, but I wanted something that was a little bit non-death metal, you know, like non-brutal stuff, so I decided to get this one, so I'm really happy about it, and I think it's going to suit it quite well. Anyway, moving on, we've got some clothing to get through now. Starting off with some camouflage shorts. Now, if you're a metalhead, you know you have to wear some camouflage shorts in the summer and stuff like that, and the hot weather's only just starting to come in and stuff. Like, we're having odd days in the UK where it's like really sunny, and then we're like, oh yeah, it's burning, but then next day it's just raining like full force. But yeah, camouflage shorts, finally happy to have some more of those. I had some back in the day. I had some camouflage trousers, and then I turned them into shorts, and then I got too fat for them, basically. But I decided to get some more, but I've lost a little bit of weight at least recently, so yeah, not to gloat or anything, but I'm doing well. Anyway, moving on, I've got some t-shirts now to showcase for you. First one I'm going to be showcasing is of Drudkh, and this is the Autumn Aurora t-shirt. Awesome design, I love that artwork, beautiful stuff. And on the back it says, "The first snow covers dim gold of autumn." Yeah, really, ooh, drop it. Really nice design, really love it. Glad to have another atmospheric black metal t-shirt, other than Warden's Throne, obviously, rest in peace Warden's Throne. Anyway, moving on. I got this shirt because I love this band. They're probably my third favourite band of all times, just behind Ingested and Slipknot. I'm talking about Killswitch Engage, and I got the Alive or Just Breathing anniversary shirt. Really nice design. As you can see, it's kind of like a... It kind of looks like a dirty white, but it's like cream, really, face to face, you know. And on the back, it's got 10, Alive or Just Breathing, 10 years, 2002, 2012. Yeah, really like that design. Something of a different colour. I know I've got some reds and some whites in me cupboard, so it was nice to get something a little bit different, but whatever. Next one, let's move us forward a little bit. Next one, I just decided to get this. It was cheap, and I do really like this band. Corporal Clarny, I think it's Roads to the North artwork shirt. I could be wrong on that. But and on the back it's got some lyrics, which I can't pronounce for the life of me, and a shield coin emblem thing going on here. Really like this design. I've been wearing it a couple of times. Really like it. Next one, as you know, I showcased this in my journey to see Sabaton, Ailstorm, Bloodbound, featuring Triple D. Obviously, link in the description to his channel. Check it out. I got this shirt when I was on that gig. I got the Sabaton Heroes artwork. You may have seen it in the video. I really like this design. I've been wearing it a lot. And on the back, it's got the monument, which I'm really happy about. I might as well also say, while I was at the gig, it was nice to see a band that had an artwork shirt representing each album. Like, all the way from Primo Victoria up to Heroes. Even the Heroes artwork, they had both prints, the jewel case version and the digibook version. So it was really nice that they had the shirts of every album out, and I like this one the best, so I picked that one up, so really happy about that. And the final piece of merchandise we got, except for CDs, obviously kind of merchandise, but anyway. I got this shirt along with a patch, which is on my current second battle jacket, and a CD, which you'll see in a bit. But I needed this shirt. I really needed it. I love this album. I love this band now. And yeah, it's my new favourite shirt. What can I say? I got the Sulphur Aeon Gateway to the Antisphere artwork shirt. Look at that artwork. Absolutely amazing. Love the Kraken on there. Amazing. And on the back, it's got some print up here, which looks pretty cool. And it says, Cultist of the Cosmic Chaos. Love that design, love that shirt, love that album. What more can I say? Love that band. Alright, links in the description of where you can pick up some stuff of Sulphur Aeon and their Facebook and any other links. Link down below, because you need to check out that band if you're into death metal. A quick slurp of tea. And now we'll get on to the CDs. Got a few to showcase, 3 decent sized piles, so let's go on with it. Starting with Aeon, Path of Fire. Amon Amarth with Odin on Our Side. Love this album. I probably just have to say that this is joint first place, I'd have to say. It goes to far as to say that this is just as good as Twilight of the Thunder God. I absolutely love this album. Favourite song, easily, Under the Northern Star. Epic. Just epic. So yeah, awesome stuff. Amorphous, Silent Water. Oh, sorry, Silent Waters. Awesome album. Anthrax, For All Kings. I've reviewed this album, so check it out. Linked in the description. It comes in a slip case, which I'll just stick that over there. And the artwork. And I'm not a big fan of digi-sleeves, but this kind of packaging is pretty cool, I have to say. Oh, nearly dropped it. But yeah, really happy about that, so check out that album if you haven't already. And the next 3, I'm probably going to lose subscribers over, but I really don't give a fuck. In all honesty, as you know, I hated this band for a long time. But having listened to one album and thinking, oh, I'll give the other one a chance. Listening to one album, really liking it for some reason, it just clicked with us. Then listening to their latest album at the time, and liking that one. And then going back to their first album and going, it's alright. I thought I might as well get 3. I need to get their new one, but I'm talking about Asking Alexandria. Yeah, I bought some CDs of Asking Alexandria, but honestly, I think they're actually not too bad of a band. It's just their fan base that's annoying, really. But these guys, they're honestly a good band. So I got their debut album, Stand Up and Scream. Yeah, it's alright. Loads of people prefer that album, but I prefer, in all honesty, Reckless and Relentless. I absolutely love this album. I think it's pure metalcore, heavy as hell. I really, really like it, so any of the haters can suck a bag of dicks for all I care. And the final one, From Death to Destiny. I do like this album. My favourite track is easily the Death of Me rock mix. I think that's the best one, but I do like the album version, you could say. But yeah, cool album. So yeah, I probably lost about 500 subscribers there, so bye-bye. Anyway, moving on. Hopefully these redeem myself. I got Belphegor, Pest Apocalypse 6, I believe. The VI. But yeah, I love Belphegor, so Really happy to have this album. Cool stuff. As you know, I got the shirt of this album. I only need their new album now, and I've got their studio albums in full. Bodyfarm, The Coming Scourge. Excellent album, excellent death metal album, excellent band. Check them out. I'll actually leave a link in the description where you can check them out, because fucking flawless band if you ask me. Next up, got 2 CDs of Cannabis Corpse. I got Beneath Grower Lights, Thou Shalt Rise. Haven't listened to this one yet, but I'm looking forward to checking it out. And I also got From Wisdom to Baked. Really, really good album. Check it out. Next one, I'll just have to rearrange this. Another band I never thought I'd be getting into, along with Asking Alexandria. But this album is honestly sick as fuck. I think it's a really good metalcore album. And I'm talking about A Day to Remember with Homesick. Yeah. I actually do really like this album, produced by Adam from Killswitch Engage, I believe. It has a bit of a Killswitchy kind of vibe to it as well. So, loads of people will be happy that I'm getting into these, so yeah. It comes in a slipcase. You get the album itself with a bonus DVD. Yeah, really nice packaging there. If I read the front, it contains a full live concert from Switzerland, a short film, Homesick, the DVD, 3 music videos, and over an hour and a half of bonus features. So yeah, that's what it says on the front. And it also comes with a really thick booklet, images, lyrics, liner notes, stuff like that. Awesome, awesome album. I actually do really like this album. I think it's pretty sick. If you haven't given this album a chance and you're into Killswitch Engage, like myself, give it a chance, seriously. There's like a few parts that's kind of like pop-punky kind of stuff, which isn't really my kind of thing. But the metalcore moments just slay, if you ask me. Love this album, so yeah, really happy with that. Next up, Death with Leprosy, classic death album, one of the best, and I'm really happy with that. But yeah, moving on. Death Clock, the death album. Yeah, everyone knows Death Clock. In all honesty, I prefer number 2 and number 3 to this album, but I'm still happy to start it off. Even though I've got the musical one that they did, this one right here. Doomstar Requiem. Anyway, moving on. What else have we got? Oh, down here. Next we got Drudkh with Eternal Turn of the Wheel. Yeah, great atmospheric black metal album. If you haven't checked it out, I absolutely love Drudkh now. It took us a while to click with them, but I'm really a big fan now. And also I've reviewed their new album, which I've got right here, which is A Furrow Cut Short. Excellent atmospheric black metal album. I honestly have to say, if I had listened to this a little bit more, it would have probably made me at the top albums list. It's that good. Excellent stuff. Alright, that pile's done with. Let's move on to number 2. And we're starting with 2 CDs of Embryo. And I've got their second album, No God Slave. Really good album. I got it, as you may remember, in my Nile gig review. I got it signed by the band members. Really happy about that. Next up, their self-titled album with, I don't know if you'll be able to read, Francesco Paolea of Flesh God Apocalypse. He done the drums for this album. Really solid drum work on this album, and definitely solid production. I might review this album, I haven't decided yet, but check it out if you haven't already. Awesome guys, awesome album. Next up, Entombed AD with Dead Dawn. Now this is the box edition, which you get a few things with it. You obviously get the album itself, which is incredible. Check out my album review, link down below if you want to check it out. You also get some pins, which with my face in the background looks kind of weird, but yeah. And I've also got a patch, which I'm thinking about sticking on one of my jackets, but I haven't decided which one, third or second, but we'll see what happens. And you also get a tape, which contains the 2015 demos. I'm not a big fan of tape, so I'm going to keep this wrapped up in its little thing. So yeah, really nice box set I have to add. If you're into Entombed or Entombed AD and you haven't picked up this album or checked it out, give it a chance. really good groovy death metal. I really like it. Next up, one of the best progressive death metal releases of the year. Furrow, Dreamless. Absolutely amazing. I have to say, I'm going to go as far to say it's better than Obscure's Acrosis. Just. This is absolutely fantastic. I might actually review this very soon, but we'll see what happens. Check it out if you haven't already. Next up, reviewed this one also. Hacktivist, Outside the Box. Really interesting album, but I really like this band a lot, so check it out if you haven't already. I'm on about my review and the band, by the way. Next up, Heck with Instructions. If you've heard of Heck, you'll know that they were formerly known as Baby Godzilla, but then had to change their name because of copyright or something like that, I don't know. But this debut album is chaotic as fuck, in your face, aggressive, and I absolutely love it. Honestly, check it out if you're into hardcore, chaotic hardcore. You need it. Amazing. Next up, a bit of a different album that I decided to pick up. Hex Vessel with When We Are Death. Now, if you know who this band is, then you'll know straight away that it isn't normally my type of thing. But this album, it clicked with us straight away. I don't know why. I think it was the song Cosmic Truth. I heard that song and I was just like, it's pretty interesting, but I like the musicianship going on. So I bought it and I absolutely love this album. It's actually in my top albums so far this year. So, yeah, it comes in a nice cardboard thing and have it like so. Really nice artwork and it's I believe a 32 page. Yeah, 32 page booklet inside with like open it up, images, lyrics, notes and stuff like that. Really cool album. If you're into folk rock, definitely give this a chance, or even rock in general. Give this a chance. It's pretty interesting stuff. I quite like it. Moving on, I got these from a seller on eBay. Now it's a seller that I follow quite a bit. He sold me the Ill Disposed CD lot, if you remember that. And he put these 4 albums up, and I was just like, yep, I have to buy them straight away, and I did. And they are the band Jungle Rot, and I got their albums Skin the Living, which I'm really happy with. Good old school death metal album. Kill on Command, which is probably my favourite Jungle Rot album. Aggressive as fuck, in your face, heavy, all the good stuff. And we also got Terror Regime, or Regimen, whichever you want to say. But yeah, top-notch album. And this is my 900th CD. I'm on 910 at the moment, but this is my 900th. Order Shall Prevail by Jungle Rot. I really do like this album, and what's his name? Joey Myung. I think he does drums on this album. Yep, Joey Mer or whatever. But yeah, really solid album. If you like your death metal and you haven't checked out this album, I urge you to do so. Next up, one of the best slam albums ever written. Catalepsy Autopsychosis. Heavy as fucking Godzilla's bollocks. I absolutely love this album. If you haven't checked it out, I urge you to do so. They've got a new album coming out, and I know that's going to slay, because this album slays as well. But yeah, check it out if you haven't. Next up, Killswitch Engage with Incarnates. I really like this album. I'm going to review it very soon. I don't think it's quite as good as Disarm and Descent, but I think it's a really solid album and a bit of a different vibe compared to Disarm and Descent, but I like it. And it also came with a free patch of the artwork to the jewel case, because that's the digipack version with the bonus tracks and stuff. So yeah, really happy with that. I'll stick that on my patch pile actually. Next up, Machine Head, Bloodstone and Diamonds. I finally own this album. As you know, it was in my top albums list of 2014, so it took us only 2 years to buy it, so yeah, what can I say? Yeah, really happy to finally own it. Next up, Marduk with Fuck Me Jesus. And that's truly right, Fuck Me Jesus. Alright, I haven't listened to this EP yet, but I'm looking forward to checking it out, because I do love Marduk, but I bet you this is going to be some interesting shit, like. Yeah, moving on to another Marduk album, World Funeral. Absolutely love this album. If you're into black metal and you haven't checked out this album, it's pure aggression. I absolutely love it. I honestly think this is just as good as French Wine. French Wine is definitely my favourite Marduk album, so yeah. I just need to pick it up now. But anyway, moving on to the final pile. Yeah, first one I'm going to talk about, Melechesh with Enki. I saw these guys obviously supporting Nile in Bristol, and they absolutely slayed, so as soon as I got back I had to go out and get it, so I'm really happy with owning this CD now. I might actually review it because I would like to talk about it, so we'll see what happens. Just going to move that. Next two are of the same band, Memphis Mayfire. I got their album, The Hollow. Yeah, The Hollow. Really good metalcore album. Definitely urge you to check this out. Really solid stuff. Yeah. And next, Memphis Mayfire with Unconditional Deluxe Edition. Now this is more post-hardcore than metalcore on Challenger and The Hollow. But this album for post-hardcore is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love this album. I might actually review it because there's a few things that I would like to say about it and stuff like that, so check it out if you haven't already. It's in a slipcase with die-cut cover. Beautiful artwork. Awesome stuff. Check it out. Next up, I got this when I went to see the band, Mushroomhead with Righteous and the Butterfly. I really like Mushroomhead. I know they have a controversy between like Slipknot or Mushroomhead, but I like both of them, just not as much obviously, but yeah. But it comes in a digipack with this massive fold-out, which if I can get it right, like so. You flip it over, and there's more members, more pictures and stuff like that. But yeah, I really like this album. I might actually review it, I haven't decided yet. But yeah, it's an excellent album. I love Mushroomhead, so happy about that. Next up, Of Mice and Men, Restoring Force, Full Circle. Really like this album. I do really like Of Mice and Men. So yeah, what more can I say? Special edition. You got the artwork there. Open it up. Really cool stuff. Happy to own it. Moving on to Sabaton with Primo Victoria Rearmed. Love this album. When I went to see Sabaton, they played the song Primo Victoria, and I loved the groove on it, so as soon as I got back I found out that HMV had it for $5.99, so I had to pick it up. I'm looking forward to getting the rest though and checking those out. And from the first album, technically, to the latest album, Heroes, and this is the digibook, obviously, with the 2 bonus tracks. Obviously a really good album. I think I pick up a bit more of a heavy, a metal-esque kind of sound. Well, not really metal, like a thrashier kind of vibe to it. But I really like this album. Check it out if you haven't already. Next up, Surreption with Engineering the Void. Top-notch tech death. As the shirt, the patch, and now the CD. Sulphur Aeon, Gateway to the Antisphere. What a album. Slipcase with that foil print on there. Awesome. And on the back, some more foil. That amazing artwork. In full. Absolutely incredible album. What more can I say? It's an absolute monster of an album. If you're into black and death metal, or even just death metal in general, and you want something that just annihilates you and rips your face off, this is for you. Incredible album, check it out. Next up, I saw these guys opening for, main support for Butcher Babies when I seen them at Think Tank. And at first I was like, alright. And then as the set progressed, I was just like, yeah, this is just some groovy, new metal-esque stuff. So I had to buy their CD. Sumo Psycho with Welcome to Psycho City. What more can I say? This is a great album. I might actually review this because I think it's got a lot of character to it, and I think these guys definitely deserve more of a push. They're absolutely fantastic. If you're into Skin Dread or Butcher Babies and you think, oh, if them two mashed up, it'll be something interesting, this is for you then. Excellent stuff. I got signed by the entire band themselves, actually except for the bassist, I believe, so I'm really happy about that. I'll take that over there. I'm going to skip the one that's in the middle because I got these next two from my good buddy Sean, also known as Unknown Affliction, link in the description, and his girlfriend, which is That Macamlass, in the description. Check out those channels. But yeah, they got us 2 CDs in HMV. They got us Silosis, Dominant Heart, excellent album, really happy with it. I haven't watched the DVD yet, but the album is tremendous. Next up, they also got, well, Sean, he got us into this band, and I thank him wholeheartedly, because his debut album, All I Was flawless. I absolutely love that album. His second album, this one, is flawless as well, and the new one, flawless again. Tremonti with Court Size. Absolutely love this album, and thanks for getting us at Bud, and thanks for getting us into this guy, because he's fucking tremendous. And hopefully he comes to the UK and we can go and see him, yeah. Anyway, great album, check it out. Obviously Mark Tremonti's from Alter Bridge, if you don't know, and used to be in Creed, I believe. Excuse me. And I got this one for myself. Sylvain with Wistful. Yeah, one of the best albums of 2016 so far. Beautiful music, and I'm going to review it and tell you my full thoughts on it, so keep an eye out for that one. Excellent stuff. Next one, Underneath the Gun with Forfeit Misfortunes. Yeah, it's an okay album. I honestly prefer their other album, The Awakening. I think that's what it's called. Much heavier, but this is a kind of metalcore-esque kind of album. It's decent for what it is, in my opinion. Yeah. Next, I've reviewed this album, so just check out the review for more. Within Destruction with Void. As you can see, got signed by the entire band. Really cool guys. Check out the review if you want to hear more of my opinion. And the final CD we've got is Wolves in a Throne Room with Black Crusade. One of the best from this band, and I absolutely love Wolves in a Throne Room. So yeah, really happy with this. Yeah, cool stuff. So yeah, a lot of stuff for you to check out there, a lot of albums to check out, and a lot of stuff to look forward to. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm hopefully going to be doing a few more videos over the coming months and stuff. I want to do a couple of CD reviews and obviously showcase my amp, second battle drat, and do some other stuff. But we'll see what happens, and I'll see you until the next video. Remember, check out the links in the description. I'll see you later, and remember, stay metal.